Now, I should probably tell all the ladies out in YouTube land that I am really from Texas. So if you ever find yourself going out on a date with me, I just want to let you know that I am all real, no act.
Come on now, that's right. Come on now, that's right.
Pillow Talk is a romantic comedy from 1959 that stars Doris Day and Rock Hudson. Doris Day plays Jan Morrow, an interior decorator who lives alone and seems perfectly capable of taking care of herself. Where on the other hand, you have Rock Hudson playing Brad Allen, a womanizing bachelor who irritates Jan to no end because he keeps using up her phone line to talk to young women and sing love songs to them one after the other. One night, as Jan is at a nightclub on a date, and those quotes are legit, a date with Nick Adams. Godzilla fans will recognize him from Invasion of the Astro-Monster. Brad happens to be at that exact same club and is attracted to her. So he decides to fake a Texas accent and approaches her under the name of Rex. So they start communicating with each other, they eventually fall in love, but the catch is that Brad has to keep seeing Jan as Rex, as craziness ensues, what is in the end a very sweet, funny, clever, and well-written romantic comedy. For reasons that I really can't explain, I think one of the reasons that attracted me to this movie, outside of it being in the set, was the name, Pillow Talk. It's just a fascinating name, probably because it just rolls off the tongue very well. Pillow Talk. The idea of someone pretending to be someone else when in actuality they're not is a plot element that I've seen several times, whether it's the focus of the movie or a side one. The two movies that come to mind directly that use this plot element, ironically, are two animated films, A Bug's Life and Rango. You know there's a point where the lie is going to be revealed, there's a breakup, and everything turns out well in the end. It's a plot element that's been used several times, so you could see it a mile away once the movie really starts to pick up, but that shouldn't ruin it. What really makes this movie shine are the two leads, Doris Day and Rock Hudson. These two actors have great comedic timing that is largely enforced due to their charisma and the Academy Award-winning script. It also reminds me that in the 21st century, there aren't enough comedies that really trust the power of a really good script with genuine humor and dialogue. Now, I can name some examples of comedies that do rely and trust a good script and great dialogue, but they don't exceed 2 digits. Like, I can think of The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Tropic Thunder, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, The World's End. There's some that I might be forgetting, but those are the ones that immediately come to mind for me. Which is sad because a lot of comedies today seem to rely on gross-out humor or racist jokes that end up being insultingly unfunny. Mainly the Happy Madison movies. But back to Pillow Talk, this movie has really great dialogue, and both Doris Day and Rock Hudson have fantastic chemistry. I mean, they both hold their own ground when they're apart, mainly Doris Day, but when they're on the screen together, they shine. It also has a great supporting cast from people such as Thelma Ritter as Jan's housekeeper, Alma, who is basically playing the exact same role she played 5 years prior to this movie in Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window. There's also Tony Randall as Brad's friend Jonathan, who... It's funny to watch him because he's desperately trying to go after Jan, trying to marry her, be her boyfriend, whatever, and it just doesn't work out. I mean, it's sad, but it's also really funny to see it. Even when he has her in the palm of his hand, it just doesn't work out. You know, I can't honestly think of something that's wrong from this movie. Something I would consider a nitpick, though, is that sometimes the score is a little just too bombastic when there are points that it just doesn't need to be, but it never really bothered me and took me out of the movie. I feel that this is one of those pitch-perfect romantic comedies, and definitely one of the most defining ones of the 1950s, even though it was released in the last year of that decade. Now, as much as I love this movie, I cannot quite give it my highest rating. I don't even know why, but there was something in the movie that prevented me from, like, really loving it to the point of giving it my highest rating. I do love this movie, but not that high. So I'm going to say it's worth seeing in your lifetime. It's still a fantastic movie, pretty good movie to watch with your date, and you'll get some genuine laughs. And that's my review for Pillow Talk. Leave a comment, tell me what you thought of the movie if you've seen it. Subscribe to my channel for more stuff in the future. You can check out my other channel, AlexG462. Follow me on Twitter at AlexG462. Follow me on Instagram at TheRealMrRobinson. And go like me on Facebook /TheCinemasMrRobinson. Share me with your friends and tell them about me. And remember to know it before you see it. This has been The Cinemas Mr. Robinson, and I'll see you guys later.